guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Steven Tillman and I am a professional real estate photographer. So today I wanted to make a specific video directly from one of the comments from one of my subscribers. So this is from Kinzinbell, Kiznbelle. So her comment states this: great video. I have quite a few things that I struggle with real estate photography. Flash is a big one. I have watched so many videos on window pulls and I just can't get them as vibrant as you guys do. I have also had issues with using multiple flash shots for open floor plans. I have an Explorer 600 that I use next to my camera, and I have a speed light that I pop the flash off in another room or hallway to light those up. I always end up with a big washed out white spot on the ceiling from the speed light. I try correcting it and flashing the speed light on the opposite side, but I can never blend the two shots together. I'm doing something wrong, just can't figure out what. So thank you, I'm gonna call you Belle. Thank you, Belle, for the comment. Today, hopefully, I can give you some direction and help you out on this issue. So first thing you gotta realize is a couple of things. You're not gonna have the basic 3 shots. You're not gonna have the ambient, you're not gonna have the flash, one flash, and you're not gonna have just a window pull. So you're gonna take multiple images because you're gonna take flashes in multiple spots. And this process that I'm using right here is only using one flash. So if you have a smaller light, this video is specifically for you. Because the light is smaller, you have to pop it off more to get the whole room lit up. So we're gonna walk you through that. So here I have my images. Shift and click all of them, right click, open with. As you know, if you've watched this channel, I have CC, but I use Adobe Lightroom Classic. That's my preference. Wait for it to open up. And as always, I have my Wacom Tablet. You do not have to have this brand, but I do have a link in the description for a couple of options that are more budget friendly. So you can click on it below. It helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. So we have it coming in through Lightroom right here. You see them all selected. If it's ever like a dark gray like that and the photo looks like a lot of vignette, it's not clicked. So you can check all, uncheck all, check all. Click import, and this will be where then you can start importing, or where you can start actually editing inside of Lightroom. So once this screen comes up, if you push the D key, it will go into develop mode, and that's where you can start your editing. So first thing, as always, I want to do my bump. I want to do my full bump. What my full bump does, it is a profile correction. It brings my shadows up, brings my black down a little bit, my highlights down a little bit. I'm gonna go to the next image, do the exact same thing, full bump. See how it brought shadows up right here? That's what I want. This next one, you can see back in here, now watch, when I do my full bump, everything jumps, brings it up a little bit. Go to the next one, this is my window pull. I'll do the full bump on that one too. And I want my window pull to be just a little bit darker. Go to the next one. If you push your arrow keys left and right, you'll be able to go back and forth through your images. So what I did here was I stood to the left of my window pull, of all these windows. I stood to the left and I shot to the right. So right here you can see that there's a little bit of a flash there in the window, which is okay. So then to get these windows over here where I had the flash in, I stood off to the right and I shot it out there to the left. So wherever I'm wanting to have the window pull come through, I'm standing the opposite way and shooting light in that direction. And then I stand over here because most likely me standing over here, because there were so many windows, I have a reflection of the flash. So I'm shooting in this way to get the side over here. And then there's a flash reflection here in this window. Then I'm coming to this side, shooting back that way, not worried about the windows here because I just got those. And then I have my reflection gone over here for my flash. And then, as always, I'm gonna bring that down just a little bit too. I'm just looking outside, that's all I need. And I'm looking at my window pull here. So I want to bring my highlights down, and that's just in case I have an issue with the window pull, which, because I shot in that direction, I don't. And I know this just from experience. You do this over and over again, you'll end up getting that experience as well. Now you can see the whole purpose of this video we're doing right now is that I did this on purpose when I shot it. I could have done it with a larger light that I have, 600 watt seconds. It probably would have just been fine over the camera and shooting it across and lighting up the room. But I did this specifically for y'all because I knew you have a question. So what I'm looking at here is I'm seeing where the light is going to the left. Okay, I'm standing at the right. Okay, so my camera's here. I stood over here to pop off the flash. Where I'm standing is not where I'm worried about the light being. I want the light to be cast well over on the other side. And then I want the light to be where I was just standing, over on the left or over on the right side, to be casted on the left side. Now that may sound a little bit complicated, but once we get it into Photoshop and start editing it, you will see exactly why we had to do this. So the color was really easy in this room, nothing crazy. You can see there's no nasty oranges. It was very, very well lit because, you know, all the natural light outside, so it was very, very easy to do all that. All right, so I got all my photos that I want. All the colors look really well, so shift and click, it will highlight them all. Edit in, open as layers in Photoshop. While this is loading in Photoshop, if you haven't yet and you enjoy my videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't mind, it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you can see every time I put out a new video. I've been trying to be consistent with weekly, but sometimes I get busy with work, photography, and the other jobs that I have in online stores. So be patient with me, but I would really appreciate if you give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. All right, so we have all of our images. To align them, the first one will by default be selected, so I can shift and click the very last one. And then I go up to here to edit. Auto align layers, because I've done this before, it will auto populate the auto selection. Click OK. Now that it's done that, what I want to do is go through and individually check each individual layer to make sure that the auto align did its job, because sometimes it doesn't. Don't get frustrated. Sometimes you have to exit out, re-import it, or figure out something that didn't match up or something. So I'm clicking off the eye. I'm just looking for jumps in the lines. Shadows can trick you, so make sure that you are paying attention to like the parallel lines or the ground or the floor or the carpet, windows. All the things are important. Make sure that you're seeing those correctly. Okay, then leave that one off. Then do the next one. So you can see shadows are jumping, but no lines are jumping, which is great. Okay, that one's confusing, but you can see what I'm looking at right here is this. Because usually if one line will jump, there's going to be other ones jumping. So if you can get one point and focus on that one in every single photo, chances are 9 times out of 10, it'll be perfect. Go to that one, then go to the next one. Sometimes Photoshop will be confused when you do your whoop shot because it's so dark. But luckily I had enough light in this. And if that is the case and it jumps crazy because it gets confused, what you need to do is exit out, go back into Lightroom, and get your paintbrush and paint over spots you're not going to be using, which is not the window. So walls, floors, anything that will help give it some context of what it's trying to line up. So if you ever have it where that whoop shot that I made an accident shot is jumping and being crazy in the auto align, go back into Lightroom, get the paintbrush and paint in all of this. You can do the ceiling, you can do the closets, the floors, all lines that will help. Just don't paint the windows and it will correct itself. Promise. That's my guarantee. Okay, so we're gonna do what we always do. Alter option, click layer mask, and it hides. Then I'm gonna Command J to duplicate that. The one I duplicated, go up to our blending modes, go all the way to the bottom to luminosity. All right, so this is where it gets complicated. All right, so now we have those covered up, all right? Don't worry about those. So now if we have those covered up, watch when I click the little eyeball, make it disappear. Well, what the crap? How am I going to get those gone? This is what the video is about. So the one I have right here, put a do not push option, do not push alt. Just put a white layer mask on it. Okay? So follow me carefully and push B for brush, click X, and it'll toggle it back and forth. Okay? So now I'm wanting my brush to be black paint because I have a white layer mask over there and I want to cover up me standing there. Push the brackets, it'll make it a little bigger. Go up to like 80%. very careful. What just happened? So what I did was I took away my flash and me on that side. So what am I revealing? Let me show you. So this layer right here is the one where I was standing off to the right, remember? Okay, the one I just covered up is where I was standing to the left. Easy. Because that first layer was a flash that exposed, or that threw the flash on the right side. And so I used that, and then I used the one from the left, like from the right side flashing to the left, to be my support to where then I can make the perfect image. So now I can go up to my luminosity since it's on top. That's what's going to be revealing. And then I want to push X to get my layer mask back over. Shift 1, it'll make my, not opacity, sorry, my flow back to there. Remember, now I'm just trying to be natural with the light. All right, make sure you're on the layer mask. Okay, now I'm just wanting to bring in natural light. That natural exposure that I have from the first one. Because I know that from out there, there's natural light that comes in, lighten up that carpet a little bit. Look how good that photo looks. See, this did not have to be feared at all. But look how vibrant and good that looks already. And we didn't do much of anything. Natural shadows coming back in right there. We want some of that natural light. It looks good. All right, so now we have our window pulls. That was it. Now that was the multi-flash, I don't know what you'd call it, technique to where you pop off on one side, you pop off on the other side, and then you take both of those layers when you're in the editing in Photoshop, and you put a white layer on the first one that's on top of that one, and you paint it black and make it gone. And so then it's evenly exposed from two flash shots, and it looks like you just have a natural looking photo. So I hope that helps. So we'll go ahead and do the process of what we do with our window pools. Let's see. So we grab our window pools. Let's shift this one and shift click that last one. Bring it to the very top. I always make my whip shot disappear. Get this one. Alter option. Put a black layer mask on it. Go to darken mode. Now remember, this is the one where I shot to the left. Here, let's see. This is me over here shooting to the left. So put my flow at 90% and push X to make sure you're on the white. Oh yeah. Okay. Now bring this next one forward. Alter option. Put a layer mask on there. Remember, these were the windows right here. Oh, make sure you put it in darken mode. Remember, these are the windows right here that I was to the right that I just showed you and went to the left. So you can come in and color that, make it, whoop, 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 Command Z. If you ever do anything you don't want to do, Command Z will undo it. Look how good that looks. We don't need our whip shot because we got a good window pull. Well, now we can go, these three little lines over here will give you options that will control your entire layers. All kinds of options. So we want to flatten the image. Yes, discard the hidden image. We don't care about that. Command S will then take our image back into Lightroom. Now, this went a little slower because I was talking slow. I was sharing some good info with you, but this is something that is doable in like minutes. Then I go to my after edits, which straightens up walls, crops it a little bright. Update that, and there we go. That's your final image. And you used two flash shots. So if you have a smaller speed light, that's what you can do every single time in a larger room, and pop off hard to the right, pop off hard to the left, and then go in, put the white layer mask, and then paint that, whichever one you want, whichever one was first, paint that one out, and then you will have an evenly exposed flash shot from two images. It's that simple. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you can, please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, and put the bell notification on so you can see every time I put out new videos. And leave me a comment if you have questions about anything else, and I will make a video specifically for you. All right, I'll see you next time.